Hello everybody, welcome to part 2. I realized that, guys, sorry, I was kind of busy yesterday, so, I didn't do it yesterday, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it, but hold on a second, let me just plug in my iPhone. Forgot to plug in my iPhone before I did this. Okay, just making sure if it's still recording. Anyways, hold on, let me see if it's actually plugging in. Hold on. Oh. Hopefully that works. Yep, it's still recording. Okay. Alright. The first least favorite movie, in my opinion, for part 2 is Mars Needs Moms. It is oh god. That movie has horrible animation. I mean, the animation in that movie, it looks like something out of a 2-year-old. I mean, the animation's crap, and the story just makes no sense at all. And the characters are annoying, and I mean, seriously, it's just completely garbage. I mean, it's like, but I mean, this movie was back when Disney started to go downhill. After Prince of Persia, was a waste of time. I mean, again, Mars Needs Moms, in my opinion, it was nothing but a complete CGI blowout. I mean, the CGI was awful, and the story was sloppy and poorly written, and it was also terribly acted. And yeah, just skip that movie. You don't need to watch it. If you like these type of movies, just no, don't see it. It's not interesting. You don't learn anything about Mars. And when the mom dies near the end, but then she comes back to life, how is that? It's not sad at all. I mean, when mom died, it's not sad. His mom died, it's not sad. And then she comes back to life and just makes you angry. Oh. In fact, the movie would have been better if the mom actually died in Mars Needs Moms. And I'm talking about the character, not the person himself. No. But talking about, yeah, kind of getting an idea now. But yeah, just an awful CGI blowout, and also equals a waste of time. Next movie, date movie. Who would watch something this dumb? I mean, with Aaron's, whatever, however you pronounce his last name. And this one other actor, I already forgot his name, but these two people making these awful comedies. Like Disaster Movie, Epic Movie, Meet the Spartans, trying to remember, Date Movie, or movies they made, Disaster Movie, what else? There's so many of them. The Starving Games, which was a complete rip-off of the Hunger Games. Even the title, even the cover looks like they're making fun of it. None of these movies are good, and they all got terrible ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, which is good. They deserved all those terrible ratings. They deserved the terrible ratings. I mean, because the films are garbage. They're not good at all. I mean, it's a waste of time. You don't need to see it. It's super dumb. It's extremely dumb. It's sappy. It's just, the animation is just I know, not the animated. No, sorry. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, sorry, I thought I was talking about another movie for a second there. I'll get to that one in a second. But anyways, Date movie has awful jokes, terrible humor, and it just didn't blend in at all. Like, the story just didn't blend in. It felt rushed, and ugh. I mean, seriously. It was terrible. I hated watching that movie. Watching that movie, to me, was like watching somebody get wounded. I mean, it's just, ugh. Unless it's somebody I really hate, like, character-wise, not actually somebody, no. But I'm talking about, a character in the movie. Yeah. And now we're moving on to Disaster Movie, which I'm gonna go ahead and talk about all of these two guys' unfunny comedies. I mean, it was just Disaster Movie was that movie was completely making fun of Twister. Disaster Movie, more like disaster of a movie. I mean, because the movie is a complete disaster. I mean, it's a fiasco, it's a disaster, it's everything you could call it. I mean, it's a travesty. There is not one good joke in that entire movie. Not a single one. I mean, I didn't laugh at all in that movie. I was just sitting there and just... There is some scenes that I would like, this is so dumb, but at the same time, it's kind of funny, but... I mean, it would have helped if it wasn't making fun of something. It would have helped if, if the characters weren't so unlikable. But then, every single scene that you felt, that was kind of funny. They always have to have a scene right after that completely ruins the funny scene. Oh, I hate that. I mean, it ruined the funniness to it. That scene has completely ruined everything. These scenes ruined everything. And the movie was just not the same anymore. It was just terrible. It was a travesty. Ugh. Two really awful writers. Oh, how could anybody direct something this horrible? I mean, ugh. And this ugly to look at. Next, we're moving on to Meet the Spartans. Oh, God. This is another one of the most least funny comedies I have ever seen. I mean, now this one, at least I have to give Disaster Movie credit that some scenes were kind of stupid, funny, but then there has to be a scene that completely ruins it. This one has no humor at all that's funny. Nothing. Just sitting in the movie, just, not funny at all. Just disappointing. And that's not how a comedy should be. That is a bad thing right there. If you're thinking that way, well, you can tell something's wrong with this movie. I mean, this movie was one of the hardest movies to sit through I have seen in so long. I mean, it was harder to sit through than Disaster Movie. At least that one had a few of its moments, but even though there has to be a scene that ruins it after that, which just makes you angry, and yeah, and even though I like the movie Jingle All the Way, but I think that one kind of had that problem too, in a way. And I watched a Nostalgia Critic review on him. I respect his opinion. Nostalgia Critic, I know he completely hates it, but I didn't hate it that much. I thought it was an okay film. I kind of liked it. I liked it. I didn't think it was that bad. I might get the VHS sometime. But yeah, this comedy. Now this comedy on the other side. Oh no, I hate this one. It's so dumb. Like, The humor's not even funny at all. It's just stupid stupid humor, like stupid slapstick and all that crap. Ugh. Can't stand it at all. I mean, Meet the Spartans. Ugh. That movie looked like it completely ripped off 300 and made fun of it. I realized what these two comedic actors, I could tell what they're doing. They're trying to make fun of a lot of movies that they can think of. Meet the Spartans, that made fun of the movie 300. You know, I've never seen that movie, but you could just tell by the cover that they just messed it up. Not only that, but it might have even made fun of a little bit of Gladiator, too, actually. Yeah, it might have. I mean, it's gotta be something like this. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I can't believe anybody would be this dumb to make these poorly written, unfunny comedies. Because all they do is just make their fans want to just blow up. Well, not fans, but make their people that are watching these movies want to just blow up. They make them so mad. Make them want to just put a bomb in the movie theater and never come back again. That's what some of these movies make people want to do. And don't take that as a threat. I'm just saying, like, for example, that it makes people so mad that makes them want to do that. It makes them so mad. Stay away. Another movie I hate. What's another one of these unfunny comedies from these two comedic actors? Oh yeah, The Starving Games. It makes fun of the Hunger Games. That movie was not funny at all. Again, there was absolutely nothing funny about it. I didn't laugh once. I mean, all it was just a complete joke. I mean, it was a joke of a movie. I hated it. I mean, it was a rip-off of the Hunger Games. I mean, the Starving Games, more like the crappy games. I mean, seriously. The humor's not funny. Again, it's just a bunch of watered-down humor. It completely makes fun of the Hunger Games, even though, to be honest, I don't like the Hunger Games as much as I used to. I'm starting not to like it that much. It's not that good of a movie. But I'll admit, it's better than this piece of crap. I mean, I mean, it's just a bunch of fluff, you know? It's just a bunch of fluff. That's all it is. It's fluffy garbage. I hate that movie so much. I mean, it's just... there wasn't one good joke I recalled in that entire... however long that movie is. I don't even remember how long that movie was. I didn't like a single scene in that movie. Every single scene in it was just torture. I mean, you had to literally struggle yourself to sit through this movie. It's so hard to sit through. It deserves the 0% Rotten Tomatoes. It deserves the 0%. It is awful and unfunny. At least the people that were watching this travesty, at least they knew that this film was torture. They knew it. Yeah, just, bottom line, these two comedic actors need to just retire from making films. Either that, or actually make funny stuff. And not just these watered-down, unfunny comedies that I just mentioned. Oh yeah, I forgot. There is one more. Oh yeah, superhero movie. Ah! Who would want to see that travesty? I mean, it looked like that movie made fun of some superhero movies. Like, I mean, you could tell. It's just, again, it's making fun of movies. I mean, it made fun of more than one movie this time. It made fun of Batman, the movie, I believe. It made fun of that movie. And it also made fun of the first Superman movie. I think it also made fun of that one. It made fun of those two movies, for sure. You could tell even by the style of it, that they're making fun of movies. It's like these two actors really like making fun of good movies for some reason. They really like making fun of good movies, and I apologize if but I just recall I haven't seen this movie since I saw this movie in 2013, but guys, let me know in the comments what movies are ripped off again, but I believe it was one of the Superman movies, one of the Batman movies, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, correct me. But anyways, again, just another generic, unfunny comedy by these two comedic geniuses. Now it's sarcastic because these two comedians suck at their job. They need to just stop with this comedic garbage. I mean, it's not funny at all. It's just a bunch of hypocritical, unfunny, bland waste of time. That's all it is. It's lame. Completely lame. Stay away. Ugh. These two actors, oh man, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, these two actors gotta do better. I mean, they need to make better films than these travesties. Anyways, another one I hate. Another movie I just hate so much. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this in part 1. I just kind of run out of time a little bit. Fun size. Oh god. No, it's not fun at all. More like, let me think. More like crap size. I mean, all it was an unfunny, dull comedy, and it also proved that showed how bad Nickelodeon is nowadays. Nickelodeon should be locked up in jail for what they're doing. I mean, this is completely hypocritical. I mean, seriously. This is hypocritical. Garbage. Complete garbage. I mean, it's just an unfunny Nickelodeon comedy. It proved how much Nickelodeon's dead. It's not going to come back anymore. Thanks a lot to this movie. This movie was pretty much the KO of the old Nickelodeon. This movie was also part of the KO, even though, even a little bit before this movie, Nickelodeon was still not good at all. They were still crap. And they still just kept making the same crap that nobody likes. I mean, well, maybe some people like it. Good for them. I respect their opinions, but just a lot of this new crap is just, in my opinion, and some of my fans' opinions, that's just garbage. I respect their opinions of if they like these shows and movies. I respect their opinions, but I'm just giving out my opinions here. But anyways, yeah, this is just garbage. Stay away. It's just, you don't need to see another movie like this. I mean, it's done to death. It's boring. It's unfunny. Oh, incredibly unfunny in a bad way. Thank God it only lasted a couple weeks in the theaters, or even less. I don't even remember how long it stayed. But I know it was pretty short. It only stayed in the theaters for a very short time. Thank God. I mean, it was just, it was one of those unfunny comedies that, it was one of those unfunny comedies that, it was just one of those unfunny comedies that you'll just see on Nickelodeon nowadays, sadly. I mean, one of the jokes in the movie I found was butterfly? That's disgusting. I mean, how is that funny? I mean, that's just nasty. And so all these other watered down 4-year-old jokes and just it's been done to death. I mean, God. This movie is almost 3 years old. It probably should just die. This movie needs to die. It's just somebody needs to seriously go into Nickelodeon and just delete that movie and get rid of every single DVD and Blu-ray copy. Get Expectors to get rid of all the copies of that movie and put them in the recycle bin to make something better than this garbage that nobody wants in their collection that I know of. Yeah, and another movie I hate. Now this one I kind of hate, but I don't hate it as much as a lot of these other films saying the list. Teacher's Pet. Now, in some ways, it's not that bad, but it's just, I just don't like it that much because I think it's a rip-off of Pinocchio. That's obvious, though. And the animation's terrible. It looks like this watered-down Disney Toon animation. I mean, not Disney Toon, but like, you know, the Disney of today. And like, you know, Disney XD and then like garbage that I just hate. I hate Disney XD. I might do a rant on it sometime. Because guys, I'm going to try to do more rants in the future. Like a rant on Disney XD, a rant on Disney today, rant on a lot of stuff. Don't worry, I'll get to more rants later. And then I'll do a playlist of all the rant videos I've done so you guys can check it out on my channel. I mean, it's like a bunch of Pinocchio lovers tried to make their own version and just made it suck. Even though, I'll be honest, I love Pinocchio. All of my fans, well, a lot of my fans I know have liked Pinocchio. If they don't, if somebody don't, oh yeah, Tyler Kushback doesn't, but I respect his opinion. His opinion's been respected. And Tyler Kushback, I respect your opinion. I understand you don't like it, and that's fine. Everybody has a right everybody has a right to have opinions. Everybody has a right. I believe everybody has a right to have opinions. And again, if anybody else doesn't like Pinocchio, I respect your opinion. Personally love that movie. But I'll admit, the Teacher's Pet, on the other hand, was just... it was nearly not as good as Pinocchio at all. Even though it was okay, I guess you can say, but it's just... I mean, I will get the 2004 VHS for my Walt Disney Entertainment VHS collection, but I just don't like it that much. I know there's a demo tape of it. I'll get that one too, but again, it's just not that impressive of a movie. Even though the VHS does look pretty cool. I do want the VHS in the future, but it's just a movie I've just seen too many times. I mean, no. I haven't seen it too many times. I've only seen it once, but it's just not that good of a movie on the other hand. It's just, it's just something you've seen. That's been done to death. Like, Pinocchio. Pinocchio was original because, I don't think there was a story before the movie. I don't think there was a story of a puppet named Pinocchio. And his father, I think, Geppetto, I believe his name is, and he has a goldfish, they have a goldfish, and like, Pinocchio wants to talk, I think, and he, like, goes to school, I think. I don't know, I haven't seen that movie in a while, I need to watch it again. I believe the story was something like that. I do remember a few things about Pinocchio, because I haven't seen that film. I've seen that film since my childhood. I remember I used to have the 1993 VHS in my childhood, but my mom and dad got rid of all the VHS tapes that I had when I was a little kid, unfortunately. I kind of wish they didn't, because you know what? I would like to still have them in my collection, but sadly they got rid of them, so I can't. Ah, well. Anyway, but the good thing is I am rebuying those tapes now. I mean, I've been rebuying them for like years. So not now. I mean, like, yeah, I am still buying them, but it's like, I didn't mean to say now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that little error. But anyways, we'll get to part 3 soon. Stay tuned for part 3.